So here we are with part 4 of Amon-Ra.
Things are picking up a bit in Lorabo. I hope that we kind of continue this upward trend.
Yep. Get ready for a video full of talking.
Oh.
At least it's interesting, kind of.
Okay.
Gossipy museum goers.
Oh.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright. Ooh, we made it to Act 2.
Oh, I'm so proud of us. It's so jazzy. I like the aesthetic of this game.
Your perky demeanor and thorough technique are making you a first-class detective.
Oh.
Especially with the ladies.
Yeah, I bet she appreciates our perky demeanor.
The entrance to the museum is framed with impressive marble columns. This is exactly the sort of architectural touch that seems so popular these days.
We didn't want to have to draw a new background to represent the museum at night, so we just tinted it a little dark.
Just a little. It's fine.
There is a tall, imposing gentleman guarding the door. He appears to be wearing a German military uniform.
Alright. Yeah, I guess World War II hasn't happened yet.
Invitation only, Fräulein. Your papers, please.
Oh, God.
Yep.
He even called us Fraulein.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's...
Danke, Fräulein. I'll return this pass when you are leaving. Enjoy yourselves this evening.
That rhymed.
Evening. Well, everything rhymes when you force the k at the end.
That's true. I would like some food.
Moose and squirrel?
But they were Russian. Doesn't work. Go back.
Whoa. Oh, good.
Yeah, just gonna...
That's pretty obnoxious.
Oh, yeah. What if that falls down and crushes someone?
Oh, good.
Christ.
We've recently discovered that King Tut was actually a giant. This is his mask.
Oh, so good. Let's look at the people first. Yeah. Well,
It's you, Laura.
I figured shut up, British lady.
It's you.
Lord,
You can almost...
I have to walk away, because I just want to look at these people to see if I can get, like...
There's a pretty big sausage party going on right now.
This man looks like he's very low on moral fiber in his construction.
Well,
His
excuse
eyes
you.
dart around
Is it
him
just Laura's inner
nervously,
thoughts? Does
as
she
if
just
he's
think like a
expecting
British
someone
lady?
to jump on him.
Yes, I don't
His
know.
bald head reflects the overhead
Or if it's
lighting.
meant to be just the,
Dr. Pippin Carter is a tall,
omnificent?
dignified, middle-aged
I can't
gentleman
say
with a
words.
carefully
That's
trimmed
fine.
moustache.
I'll just pretend that I knew what you were talking about.
You eye this woman with a certain amount of jealousy. Her fashionably high cheekbones, impeccably styled hair, and sultry eyes make you feel mousy and naive.
Oh, Laura Boa's self-esteem issues.
This snappily dressed man looks like an accountant, but there's an air of mystery about him as well.
They're all dressed the same.
No,
This
he's
short,
snappily
blustery
dressed.
man reminds you vaguely of President Roosevelt. Despite his diminutive frame, his bearing is self-assured and cocky, and his pince-nez only adds to the aura of distinguished snobbery.
Laura Boa is extremely judgmental.
Oh my god, is she ever. Alright, let's talk to Ziggy.
Oh, that's Ziggy.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you get to see his face again.
Ugh.
Aren't you thrilled?
I'll look away.
So I'm gonna ask him about a lot of things now, because they all have new dialogue options.
Augustine.
Woo.
Augustine, yeah, that rings a bell.
I'm the penguin.
He the concierge at the plaza.
One day I'll get that Batman.
You ask yourself,
And yet he never does. Spoiler.
Can't help yous with that, Toots.
It's a little weird how his mustache doesn't move
Oh
on
yeah.
his mouth.
He's got a facial tick
The
that's
new
not...
museum press?
Yeah,
Staunchy old guy, but a
my
fine
upper lip
chap.
is frozen.
Yeah, that's it, a fine chap. Good man.
Cool.
He's just a little terrifying.
A little terrifying.
Everything he says is just immediately creepy because it's coming from him.
Most of the cops around these towns stink.
Stink!
He's okay. He really knows how to treat a mouthpiece, you know? I made some good jack working for him.
Alright.
Oh,
Cool.
you need more fiber in your diet. You sound like you're struggling.
You've met Rube Crodballer, haven't you?
Certainly a
Duh.
Sweating.
Definitely one of the most up-and-up guys I
1920s.
know. Keeps his nose clean, but knows how to have a good time.
That-
Good time.
oh my god.
I like to
No,
try and picture
he
him
ain't in
going
my
about
privileged
his
circle of
daily
friends and
activities. Like he just goes to the
acquaintances.
bank. He's like, "Hi, I'd like to make a deposit."
And yet that's probably exactly what
What's
he
up
does.
with this Ziggy joker?
Yeah, Laura.
Hey, watch your mouth. You're talking to him.
Oops.
Oopsie.
What a social faux pas.
I'm so embarrassed. Oh my goodness.
That lady's scary. I've been avoiding her.
Alright. Whatever, Ziggy. So we haven't met Olympia yet, so it's a little weird trying to, like,
Nice
talk
working,
about her.
girl.
Yeah.
I knew her.
That's
then.
Yvette in the
Now,
center,
well,
though, if
now
anyone
she's
was
a big
interested.
hot
Okay.
shot.
Yeah, yeah.
See, what do you call it? Back then,
Soon to
she
be
was
introduced to us.
a streetwalker.
Yeah.
Catch my drift.
So we found out that she apparently used to work as a hooker.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
And so now the question is, what's she doing at a fancy event like this?
Well, now she works at the
I
museum.
don't think I heard
Ah.
Hmm.
She's the assistant to, the president.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the museum director.
Quiet guy most of the time. Accountant, I think. Boy, I'll tell you, those Egyptians know some crummy jokes.
I feel like it's you who knows the crummy jokes, Ziggy.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just crummy. Let's ask about our
A
love.
boyfriend.
Yeah, the dock worker. I know that guy. He ain't in my inner circle, though. Don't know much about the Joe.
Oh, well, thank you for
yeah,
that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zig. You're great. Let's talk about Lavinia.
What makes you think I knows anything about a dame like her? She won't even have anything to do with me. I don't know anything about her.
And he just kind of
Why
blows
ask
up,
me?
poops
That's
himself.
odd. She seems to know you.
So we haven't met this countess yet, but she
did.
seems like
What did she
she's kind of a
say?
scary
It
lady.
ain't true.
Yeah.
Listen, that old cow couldn't keep a secret if her life depended on it. I ain't taking the rap for her anyways.
Mm.
Now leave me alone before I calls the cops.
So
Or somebody.
Yeah, who are they gonna believe? The cracked out looking dude or
Innocent, pure lower bow. Ah.
You mean the newspaper? Not me, sister. I prefer my news straight from the horse's patootie, if you catch my drift.
So he likes to hear about shit. Cause
Yes.
horse poop.
Oh, good. It really is great that everybody just
Have you had any
doesn't
contact
care
with
about the
police?
newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose
Laura
I
thinks
could
it's
say
cool
that.
though.
Yeah.
I'm sort
Well, I
of
mean, you
a-
always think your first
a
job is
freelance
pretty cool.
detective,
I worked
I
at the
find
grocery
things
store.
out that
I
the
thought it was
police
not
can't.
that cool.
And I pass along the information. For
My first
price.
job was an amusement park, so you just don't know how to
Sounds
pick
like
first
the most
jobs.
valuable service.
You've told me about that job and it sounds terrible.
No, pretend it was cool for the sake of my argument to make you look bad.
Oh, alright.
Kiss me flush. Salts of the earth.
He likes the police, I guess.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Laundry.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like washing your clothes? No, I does that myself.
Okay.
That's good. Thanks, Sig. I wonder, like, with a face like that, if he just had no career options beyond stool
You
pigeon.
really don't, because everything he says is automatically creepy
Not
and
me,
untrustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly
So
your
you gotta imagine that everybody
unsavory
just kept
type
treating
thing out
him
down there.
like a creeper, and he's just like, well, I can't really fight it. I guess this is my life.
Were you the voice actor for Ziggy?
I might as well be.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I know everything's not what it looks to be, but then what is? Same with all these Mocky Mucks. Look, appearances can be deceiving. Me, do I look like the brother of a famous Broadway producer? No, but I am.
Oh my god, he was really passionate about that. Arr!
Say, I'm sorry?
I didn't mean to upset you so incredibly much, sir.
I don't know what to tell you, Ziggy.
You know, some days it's a rich melting pot, but some days it's a big cesspool. But you know,
Yeah, some days you get off the train and you get mugged.
like scum,
Yeah, twice.
and keep your feet and your nose clean. That's how I does it anyway.
We should have done that.
Should have put some money in your shoe.
It sounds like every word he speaks hurts to get out.
Yeah, like he talks like everything
You
is
see it? I
agonizing.
saw you in there before. It is
I feel like
what
he's
it is.
mimicking
Hey, I'm a philosopher.
something, though.
I feel like we're gonna get to a part of the game where he reveals that he's in chronic pain from some tragic accident. We're gonna feel
Oh.
bad for making fun of him.
I'm sorry in advance, Ziggy.
I know the dagger was heisted. I might even know who done it.
Ooh,
But I ain't talking.
damn it.
Oh,
If you know,
This is where
why
Laura
won't you
takes him
go
into
to
the back room and
police?
beats him up until he talks.
yeah,
All
she
I
like
got
brings
is a
out the
suspicion.
brass knuckles
I
from
got
her
nothing
purse.
hard.
hmm
Besides, what have the cops done for me lately?
This is in the interests of justice.
Oh my gosh, Laura.
Who are you trying to protect?
I'm trying to protect me. Now flip.
Me.
Me! Sounds like Kermit the Frog. Let's talk to him about Egyptology.
It turns out Ziggy is very proficient at Egyptology.
Oh,
We
yeah.
talked about that before, remember? I told you that crazy Egyptian riddle that Ramses guys passed along.
The thing is, I've heard the riddle a few times and I can't remember it. It just immediately slips from my mind.
Well, because everything, like, because you.
I believe he was
Oh.
in Rome just after Christina.
Oh, so this is Mr. Pippin Carter.
Yeah,
that
the
we've,
douche from the opening.
Yeah.
That's me, you silly
I
girl.
actually
If you
have
want
a
to
really
arrange
deep
an
love for
in-depth
Professor
interview,
Carter
we'll
because
have to
he's
schedule it
such an
later in the
asshole.
week.
He's just kind of dripping in I hate everything below my class.
Which is everything.
Dr.
It's just,
Carrington
he's
is
such
a
an
fun
asshole
chap.
and he just owns
Used to be
it.
in charge
Yeah.
of the British Museum, you know.
So he
So-
doesn't do it
I ran
half-assed.
into him
No,
several
he's
years ago
full-assed.
when I visited
Yeah.
the British
And he's just
Museum
so
to consult
unashamed.
with Dr.
Mhm.
Budge.
And I want to find,
Seems
like,
odd
this
that
voice
Dr.
acting is
Carrington doesn't
fantastic.
remember me. I almost didn't recognize him either. He's getting old.
Even
after
just,
all.
like, the
Looks
deep
different, and
breathing.
he's probably
Like, it's
shot as
so
well.
perfect. Good job, Professor Carter. I don't know, I find him really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see, and so far, I mean, we've kind of just heard
Ah, yes. Can't say
the,
I'm
the
too
bits and pieces of
impressed with
his
Detective
conversation on the
O'Reilly.
dock, so it's like he's got something
Couldn't
going
find a
on, it
single
seems.
bloody
Mhm.
clue about the Dagger burglary. And he has the nasty habit of chewing on grapes constantly. Probably to cover up the smell of the alcohol he drinks.
Oh dear.
Have I mentioned I'm a total asshole?
Let me tell you everyone's personal problems.
A crodfollow is some sort of miniature vegetable, isn't it? A potato,
Jokes about
perhaps.
Crodfather's name. They never get old.
It's the only reason why they named him that, so that they could make a running gag, probably.
Oh man, probably.
Laura thinks about potatoes for a minute.
Alright, I'll just...
He runs one of the local Chinese laundries. Pretends to be Chinese so he
Oh.
can get more business, but he has a terrible
That explains why his
accent.
accent's so shit.
So he is like the dude from Indigo Prophecy.
Oh man. I still don't know what you're talking
Oh.
about.
Relative of
Oh,
yours, perhaps.
Hooray!
So are we gonna have to talk to each of these? Like, there's 3 other people left.
I wasn't
Rather
joking.
an
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I think.
It's alright. We're gonna get a lot of information about the game.
And we're just gonna talk right over it.
Yeah. Let's please.
Nicholas is rather eccentric, but she is well educated. Received
We'll
her
meet her
training
someday.
on Peppin
Yeah, well that's,
University
again,
in
that's the
Athens,
thing, is that you
Greece.
get all this
He's
information,
considered
but
quite
it doesn't really
knowledgeable in
matter
the
to you.
area of
You've got no
hieroglyphics,
reason
but
to
her
remember it
speciality is
Mhm.
paleontology.
until you actually meet the person,
fond
and
about
by that time
bones.
you've forgotten everything.
Oh, yeah. Really, what we should be doing is keeping, like, a physical notebook, but nobody's got time for that shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, maybe if there was some way that we recorded
That trollop sleeps with everything that moves.
recorded what
and some
people have
things
said
that
to us
don't.
in a notebook.
It's only
We
by
could
sheer
collect kind of
strength
notes
will
in a
that
way.
I've resisted
Yeah.
her advances so far.
So, we've learned that Yvette sleeps with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Heimlich's the security chief here. Not a particularly good one, obviously, since the dagger was stolen right from under his nose. And he's rather too intense for my tastes.
If you haven't noticed, I hate everybody.
Yeah, and no one can live up to his expectations.
No one.
Of course I know Ramses. There were several of them, actually.
Oh,
Ramses
you.
the First was pharaoh during the 19th dynasty
So
from
funny,
1307
'cause he's not-
to
he's not talking
1306
about-
BC.
Shh.
But Ramses II made
Shh,
more
and Laura Bow
impact
just,
on
like, keeps
ancient
trying to-
Egypt.
But no one can
From
sh
1290
Pippin
to
Carter.
She can't
1224
withstand
BC,
his,
Ramses II
onslaught
undertook
of
a
knowledge.
succession
Of hot air
gargantuan construction projects, which left his mark in the face of Egypt for thousands of years.
Oh, you're a really good ventriloquist.
His
Yeah, that was,
mortuary
whew,
site
that was pretty
Thebes,
good.
the
Good job there.
Ramesseum,
Oh.
contains a temple to Amon-Ra, a royal palace, a mortuary temple, and several storerooms.
Actually, I was
Thanks,
referring
Laura.
to Ramses Najib.
Couldn't have done that like
Never
4
heard of
paragraphs
him.
ago. Oh, the joke there is he took so long, and then he never actually heard the. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Steve Dorian. The
He's
stevedore with a
pretty
ridiculous
sexy.
name.
He's actually not
He's
impressed
the
by
fellow
Steve.
Who helped unload
well,
my
he probably
artifact
thinks he's
from the
sexier.
steamship.
But he's
If it
wrong.
weren't for his old name, I would have forgotten him entirely.
Oh, how cruel he is. He doesn't even remember his help.
Oh, why would he? He's
Oh.
just the help.
The Countess was married to the former president of the Leyendecker Museum,
Oh.
Sterling Waldorf Carlton. A good chap, but uninspired. Now she has her sights set on Dr. Carrington.
Ooh.
Intrigue.
Ooh, I guess.
Let's talk to him now
And
about. the
how does
Tribune.
this relate to the dagger at all?
It's one of those local
I'm
scandal
terrible
periodicals.
reporter.
The term yellow journalism comes to mind when I think of it, which means it's not much of a newspaper at all,
He's
really.
shitting on your
Oh,
work,
that's
Laura.
More like printed chewing gum for the uneducated
Oh,
masses.
shit.
Now, wait a minute.
How
The
dare you?
Tribune is a fine newspaper of the highest quality.
I know because
I
I've
know
worked
because
there.
I happen
for-
to work there.
Oh my goodness! No,
I've just
Laura!
proven
I was
my
joking!
point.
Well, I never.
You've worked there for like a
Maybe
day.
that's your
Yeah, come on,
problem.
man. You've got no loyalty.
I don't have to stand here and take this abuse.
Punch him!
You're right, you don't. You could just go away and make us both happy.
That is why I love Pippin Carter.
Awesome!
He is an unapologetic dickhole.
We're gonna keep talking to you.
Well, of course, he's still got more information.
Yeah.
The police station is the last refuge for the incompetents in this city.
I kind of wish that he would just be
However,
like,
if
no,
you're
I told you to
looking
piss
for a
off. Go
constable,
away.
Yeah,
Not
no,
talking to
conversation
you.
done.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if you could kind of do that in these conversations more, that you have to sort of be careful about what you
People
talk
tell
about.
me Low
Because if
Fats
you,
is a
maybe
good
if you
place to
selected the
have
wrong
laundry
thing, they
done,
would
but
get
he
mad and
always
then
puts
they would
too
end
much
the conversation.
starch
You
in
wouldn't be able to
my
ask them about
shirts.
anything else.
Yeah, and I mean they've got like the programming set up because that happens with Steve.
Mhm.
Once you ask him about the museum, your conversation's done.
Hmm.
So
That's why I arrived on the steamship Andrea Doria. I came over with the artifacts for the Egyptian exhibit. Apparently
Including
Dr.
this
Carrington
giant,
was also on that boat
giant
from England, but I
bust.
never ran into
Yeah,
any boat
the ship almost sunk 4 times, but we
So
made
lost
it.
me.
We just threw passengers off to make up
Yeah.
for it.
Don't worry, they're all lower class, so it doesn't even matter. They probably could
With a
have
little
used
work,
it as
I
a
can
boat.
turn the Leyendecker into a world-class
If it floated,
museum.
I'm assuming it's probably
I
made
can
of
wait a few
solid
months
gold.
Until they decide to make me the
No, it
president.
wouldn't be solid gold.
Dr. Carrington will have to find
I'm
other
sure that that's
employment,
like a
of
weird
course, but
prop that they
I'm
made
sure
for this
some
opening
lesser
Oh, it's
thing.
probably made of
museum would
cardboard.
be happy to have him on their staff.
The homeless guy is probably sitting inside of it. Like he snuck in while they were loading it into the museum.
And now he's got a house.
Yeah.
Let's talk to him about New York.
Since you're new here, what do you think of New York? Isn't it exciting?
I'm gonna put this in my article
I hate
tomorrow.
it. It's crowded, it's noisy, and
Godfather's screaming internally.
New York is pretty great. An article by Laura Bow.
like equals, which I find very distasteful.
She can talk about how polite the muggers are.
Yeah.
Dear diary.
And that's how the article starts.
If you're referring to the local drinking establishments, they are quite illegal, and I don't condone their
yes, I don't
existence.
like fun.
I do drink on occasion, but only when the finest wines are available.
Of course.
I only drink from glasses carved out of the Sixtine Chapel.
Would you say this
The
has been a
16 chapel. it's the chapel right before the 17th
Yes,
chapel.
exactly.
The most important archaeological discovery of all time. Almost everyone on the planet knows my name, and I've clinched a curatorial job I've been after
Oh, your
for
life's
years.
pretty sweet.
Yes, I'd say it has been a rather good year.
Seems to me
Kind
you
of
might
like
have
this
a
exchange
problem.
here.
A problem, such as...
Well, you've accomplished so much this year. What are you gonna do next?
Oh, the 1-2 punch.
Next? What next? Don't bother me with such ludicrous questions, you silly female.
What? Why would you say that to...
I guess your life has peaked pretty much, so you might
must
as well
be
just go
very
die.
upset about the burglary.
That's why I love the exchange.
so,
It's the only time you
If
ever
I
see him get
ever
ruffled.
find out who stole
Well, yeah,
my
'cause he's just
Dagger
like,
of
what
Amon
the
Ra, it won't
Why are you
make
so
me
mean
regret
to
it,
me?
I assure you.
Like, really? Like, are you...
Oh my. Do you have any idea who would do such a thing?
I have my suspicions, but I need more proof before I subject him to the full force of my wrath.
Have the police
You're gonna
learned
stare
anything?
sternly at him.
Yeah.
Those incompetents. Hardly. They couldn't even find any clues around the dagger display.
Sounds
I thought he was
like
talking about
burglar
igloos for a
might
second.
have
and I was really
professional.
confused.
Perhaps. It's more likely the local constable couldn't find a clue if it jumped up and bit him on the bum.
Oh, he said bum because he's
No,
British.
So
Oh.
posh.
Oh.
Oh my god. Last
Yes.
one.
Since you're an expert on the subject, what can you tell me about Egyptology?
I don't have
Fucking
time.
amazing.
That is the
for any
worst
intricacies of
goddamn
my
question to
profession
ask.
to a neophyte.
Do you have several
If you're
years?
truly
Oh,
interested,
so you're
I'd
a
suggest
rocket
several years
scientist?
of
Can you
difficult
tell me
study
about
on the
rocket
subject at one of your better universities. Once you've finished that,
So it's
you
kind of
can
nice
talk
there
to
that
me
he's literally just
again.
like, why don't you go read a book? Fuck off.
Yeah, it's like, really? Like, I'm not gonna explain to you every single, like, part of my goddamn job.
He might.
Monsieur Agostini?
Ugh.
Whoa, so sexy.
So sexy.
She's got cleavage.
Oh my god.
That's how we know she's the sex pot.
Ugh. Immoral.
Ooh.
I like Yvette. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just do.
Ah, Monsieur Pippin. He is such a great man.
Oh, so
and quite
French.
attractive,
It's
no?
just maybe her voice is kind of relaxing. I don't know.
Yeah, she seems pretty chill so far.
Mm-hmm.
I like her for her short
Dr.
answers.
Carrington is my
Yeah.
superior, so I'd rather not be saying the bad things about him. What bad
You didn't have to jump to bad
It's very
things.
strange, even for a man. But you
Oh,
are trying to
cutting
fool me,
edge
no?
gender
It's best that I
commentary.
am not talking about him. So
remind me, who's mentioned
Ah,
this
Monsieur
this
O'Reilly
woman
is
before?
magnifique.
Um,
She
He's so
is the
intelligent, so
assistant
confident,
to
so-
Archibald Carrington.
Yeah.
She was also a hooker.
Yeah.
You've met
Um,
him before tonight.
She
Oh yes.
and
well,
Crodfather had a
Oh,
affair.
she's Crodfather's baby mama. Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe baby.
Maybe.
I suppose.
Oh, we get
that's
to ask
true.
her about
What
Crodfather.
do you think
Yeah.
of his
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's pretty great.
For years, they keep saying Monsieur
She kind of looks like
O'Reilly.
Joan Crawford.
His investigation
Something like
of the
that.
dagger is
Kinda.
not good,
Yeah.
But it
Joan
was
Collins.
very
I get all the
hard.
Jones mixed
I've
up.
Yeah.
seen him work, but the dagger thief, he is very good, no?
No.
He? You think the burglar was a man? It is only the manner of speaking, Miss Poe. This burglar.
Do you
she
not
could have been the
understand
female as
the
well.
English language?
I like to jump to conclusions.
Worst reporter ever. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, the godfather. I met him only once on the train. The train was the sleeper car. It was dark, and I climbed into his berth by mistake. He will always remember that meeting, I am sure. I, unfortunately, will have forgotten it in a few months.
Oh, damn.
That's cold.
I just accidentally put
The low
my
fat
vagina
animal.
on your
The
penis.
little laundry I take to the cleaners. Low fat does it himself.
Well, you know.
He enjoys, so it costs me nothing.
So was she just prowling around in this car, like being like?
I think she also just indicated she sleeps with low fat for cheap
I do
laundry.
not
Oh,
believe I have
okay.
met your
Or free
father,
laundry.
Miss Bow, unless it was long ago and I have forgotten. I
I
have
got-
met so many
I stopped
men,
being
it
a
is hard to
hooker
keep
because
track
I
of
was
them all.
tired of having to wait for sex to come to me, so I just decided to go seek it out instead.
Like, are you using Laura's
I don't like
voice?
it.
The French lady?
I'm not gonna try and do a French accent.
I'm gonna try to be a hooker.
It took me like 4 videos to try and get an accent down for Laura Bow, so it didn't take me too long to try and get one for you, Yvette.
Oh, it's nothing. It's so easy for
Dr.
French.
Nicholas and I, we have much
Oh,
of the
oh, oh,
fun
oh,
together.
baguette.
She is very friendly.
La pamplemousse.
Regardez le tabernacle.
Yeah.
Alright.
Talk to her about herself.
Yeah.
Yes, I am Yvette Delacroix, but I am not one to be talking about myself too much, no. I am not like the great Dr. Carter, who has so many of the great stories to tell.
Is there possible romance in the air?
He mentioned that he was not interested in her because she
Monsieur
thought he was a,
Heinrich,
or
he
he
is
thought
an
she was a
intense
trollop.
fellow, no?
That didn't matter. She'll
No.
just crawl into his
Yes.
bed just like she did to
Right.
Crowdfather and
Very
just
safe
force
around
herself
him.
on
Oh,
him.
that's terrible.
Well, I guess that's I kind of questioned like if it was a
Oh.
consensual thing.
I
Or
think
if-
it, well,
it's hard to tell.
Do you suspect him of stealing the dagger?
My audio
Who knows?
quality
I am
dropped
not
considerably.
But he seemed very upset about the burglary. Maybe too upset, no?
Good things happening.
You already
I
asked me
did.
this,
I
Miss Bow.
forgot. You kind of just reached the list.
That's
but-
kind of
Oh, it's nice that they don't make you go through it again.
yeah.
Monsieur Nagir, he is a funny little man.
He's not little
I
though.
see
He's
him in
tall and
numerous
he's right
fine
next to you,
places in
literally.
the
Oh.
museum.
He's like
But
as
he is
tall
bound
as
the
Pippin
accountant
Carter,
for us.
Oh, yeah.
actually.
I don't
So,
understand why he is here all the time.
Oh my God, we still got
Do
2
you
more
think
people to
Mr.
talk
Nagir
to.
could have
Oh, that'll be in the
stolen
next
dagger?
video. You kidding? We ain't
Oh
getting
my
through
God.
this.
Because he is the Egyptian? I do not think so,
Oh,
Miss
just
Bow.
enjoy the
I do not
gossip.
know him so very well. He is a man after all, and who knows how they are thinking.
Yeah.
She has a weird opinion about dudes.
She wants to sleep with them, but she also thinks they're lame.
Yeah. Does not think highly. No, don't.
Ah, this Steve.
He's
he
mine!
is so big and handsome, no?
You get away from him.
You get your hands off him, you
Slap.
whore!
Yeah.
You hussy?
Laura wouldn't say
Ah, the
whore.
Countess.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She
She's
is
too
not
classy.
what she seems, no?
What do you mean?
That was
Her last husband, he was afraid of her.
Line
He told
reading?
me. Then as I learned
It's
more, I was
difficult.
becoming afraid of her too.
So a lot of people are afraid of this countess.
Seems
Yeah.
like a nice old lady.
You haven't met her yet,
It is all
Laura.
the act, no?
Hmm.
She is a dangerous one. Now I think she is after Dr. Carrington's money, since I am seeing them together so often lately.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how
I
we're
don't
able
understand.
to talk about people before
Why
we
is she
meet
so
them.
dangerous?
Mm-hmm.
Just be
And Laura
trusting
acts
me,
like
Miss
she
Bow.
has met
Stay
them.
away
Yeah.
from the
That's the thing
Countess.
that really
People die when
is
she's
kind of a
around.
pisser.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I guess the game is assuming that you're not going to talk to everyone right away, so that maybe you wouldn't discover these
I
names to
only
ask
read
people
the
about.
financial
They did not
section
plan
of
for
the
me.
newspaper. The stock market, it is looking so good. I am going to buy some very soon.
Are you allowed to do that? Like, I don't know. Or... It's a weird question, but in the 1920s, were women allowed to make financial... Like,
I
suppose
don't
it
know.
On their
is
own,
every
without a husband?
possible way I can.
I'm not sure.
I've never been to the
I'm not
police
super
station,
familiar with
but
the.
I
No,
know
me
many
neither.
street cops and detectives, and they are all the gentlemen to me.
Okie
Did you
dokie.
get that my character trait is that I'm promiscuous?
Mm-hmm.
So we've got shady,
Monsieur
asshole,
Lefebvre does
and
seem laundry, but I do most of the lacy and
promiscuous.
delicate
Yeah.
things
Likes the
myself,
sex.
No?
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a thing that you see a lot where a character basically has one main trait that they're defined by.
uh-huh.
And I guess it's trying to
dogs?
just make them
Ah,
stand
there are
out to
many
you.
of the men down there, and they are so big and so charming.
Which, yeah, I
been
I
very
get from a
generous to
storytelling point, but it does kind of make it feel a little transparent.
And shallow.
Yeah.
The museum, it is such a wonderful place to work. The people, they are so friendly, and I am enjoying my work here.
I have
Family.
sex
To be
with
the president
everyone who
someday.
comes into the museum. It's written on the entrance ticket.
Speaking of which, I have a friend. I would
York,
like
it
to...
is a rough place for the newcomer, no? So many people in the one place, it reminds me of Paris, but it is where all the money is, no? The Americans.
Or like how they
have
make her
so much
French
more
by
money
having
than
her
the
say no
French.
after almost every sentence.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah,
No?
again, it's
No?
it's very much like everyone who has a nationality is that stereotype of the nationality, at least when it
just
comes
try
to
this
how they
baseball.
talk.
Mm-hmm. Because, yeah,
This Big Easy, it used to be the
I
good
was
place
gonna
of the
follow that up with
business for me,
something, but I
no?
got nothing.
Then I got this job, so I
What
don't
do you
have to do that
mean?
anymore.
This thrilling gossip isn't
What kind of work did you
promoting
do at the
good
speakeasy?
conversation?
I find it
I
interesting.
was the
It's like
hostess
reading a
there for
book.
while.
It's
But it's being read
With
to
your
me.
appearance,
it's
you
a
must have
book
gotten a
narrated
lot of
to you
tips.
of people that you haven't met yet
I
and that you
suppose you
don't
could
care
do
I
that.
didn't
about.
say it was a good book.
Very big tips.
Ugh.
Ugh. It's- what she's saying is she got a lot of dick.
Has this been a good year for
No.
you, Miss Delacroix?
Yeah, I don't know if you caught the
Oh,
subtle
yes,
writing there.
Every year is a good year for me, Miss Bo.
I
It
boned
is
so
all a
many
matter of
men
the
this year.
attitude, no?
Why, that seems like a very
You
healthy
use the
time
Laura
of
voice and
year.
it throws me.
Merci, Miss Bo. You are very kind.
Laura Bow found a new friend. Someone who shares her weird optimism.
Yep.
It is terrible to think someone could break into this museum
I
and
really
steal
like
something
Yvette.
so
I don't know
valuable.
why. She's just,
Monsieur Heimlich,
she's
he
a
is all
sassy,
broken up
confident
about it,
woman.
although he doesn't show it.
How did Dr. Carrington react to the burglary?
Dr. Carrington is a very dignified man. There is not much you can learn from his face. He seems to have taken the burglary very well, although he was angry with Wolf about the poor security.
Do you have any idea who might have stolen the dagger?
There are many suspicious people here tonight.
So no
who
one's
could have
given us
done
any
it.
names.
The
They just
Countess,
hint
for
that they might
example,
sort of
or
know.
the
Yeah.
little man, Ziggy. But I have
We've
not the
basically
proof,
had a
you
few
understand?
points reinforced for us in that the museum owner is kind of chill about everything. It was mentioned that Pippin
We should
Carter
ask
was kind
Dr.
of
Miklos or
angry.
Dr. Smith about that.
Ziggy seems to kind of have an idea of who done it, but nobody's telling Laura Bow.
Shit. So, yeah, that's, part 4. We're not really much further in the mystery, but we do know a lot about the various museum people.
Yeah, we learned a little bit about Pippin Carter. We got to kind of formally meet him, as well as some other randoms.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, maybe they'll have some point. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see. Alright.
Alright.
See you next time, guys.
Whee! Alright, strap in everyone, because this is going to be a bit of a long recap. We begin Act 2, arriving at the museum at night with the party already underway. We talk to Ziggy, who mentions that Yvette Delacroix is both a former acquaintance and a former streetwalker. Ziggy also acts particularly strange when we mention the Countess, claiming that she can't keep a secret and that he ain't taking the rap for her anyways. Finally, Ziggy suggests that he knows more about the burglary than he lets on. He has a possible suspect in mind, but he doesn't disclose who it may be to Laura. We talk to Pippin Carter, who tells us how the museum president, Dr. Archibald Carrington, didn't recognize Pippin from a previous meeting, and that Carrington looks different than what Pippin remembers. Pippin reveals that the Countess was married to the previous museum president, Sterling Waldorf Carlton. According to Pippin, the Countess now has her sights set on Carrington. Pippin reveals that he has aspirations to become the new museum president. Pippin is pretty testy about the burglary, and like Ziggy, he has his suspicions on who stole the dagger. But also like Ziggy, he doesn't disclose who his suspect is. We talk to Yvette Delacroix, and when we bring up the subject of Archibald Carrington, Yvette suggests that there are bad things about him that she refuses to talk about to Laura. We talk to Yvette about Dr. Miklos, and Yvette reveals that she and the doctor are on good terms, and spent time running through the museum chasing the daisy? Yvette mentions that Ramses Niger frequents the museum, which she finds a bit suspicious as he's just an accountant, and doesn't seem to have any business going there so often. Yvette mentions that the Countess's previous husband was afraid of her, that she's dangerous, and that people die when she's around.